we are going to try this again. I feel like this is Spirit's way of saying you get another shot, girlfriend. We are watching to see, we tried this and it didn't come up. So we're going to try it again. As soon as Christine gives me the go ahead that we are going live, that we are live, I'm going to get into a little. We are good. We are finally on. I don't know what happened there. I think it got confused and it went to another page because we were trying to stream it to another page on Facebook, and I think it got confused and went to that page as opposed to going to where it's supposed to go. So here I am. Here we are. I'm Tara Diana. This is the Unity Circle. This is where the Spirit Essence Collective and myself come together, and we provide an inspirational chit chat, a safe place for those that are like-minded, that want to be uplifted, that want to enjoy some sacred space, some sacred time, that want to do some energy work with themselves and for others. And of course, we're unique, aren't we, Christine, in that we offer messages at the end of the session. So welcome to our space. Christy Abel was supposed to join us tonight. Unfortunately, she's been called elsewhere. And so I'm going to be doing the talk and I'm going to be doing the meditation. And then we're going to go into messages with Christine and I. So we are going to do our very best to hold this all together and just slay away. Make sure that you come into the comments and let us know. Hey, Allison, I see you there, baby. Thanks for coming on, girlfriend. Let us know if you are watching this in the streaming that you're there so we can see you, so we can communicate with you. There's Lindsay. Oh, you found us, Lindsay. We weren't actually lost. We just weren't showing up. So we are back and we are here and we're excited. So thank you for coming, guys. Let's talk a little bit about who Christine is with me. So Christine, hello, my lovely friend.
Hi, I have to turn off the light. Hi everyone. Nice to meet you all.
Christine Wong is a amazing soul in my world. She's probably one of the most gentle people. You know, we play
Oh,
so lovingly off of each other because I'm high energy and she's like soothing energy. Christine, why don't you tell everyone a little bit about yourself though before we go into the inspirational talk, before we start it all?
so I am a spiritual medium. I practice trance and I also do healing work. I call myself a practitioner because we all are our own self healers. So I'm just helping people to move energy, and also I practice using crystals. So and then I'm my main goal is to help people to connect with their soul. That is where they find all the answers, and connect to all the spirit that choose to work with them.
Oh, I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
Connecting to soul. So, you know what we're going to talk about today? We're going to talk about sitting in your power, taking your control back. And I want to share a story with you guys, and I hope this is as inspiring to you as it is to me. Um, I have done a lot of work over the last 18 months just trying to keep my head above water. So, as a spiritual being, I am someone who really thrives in the etheric. Okay, I love being up here with spirit, not so much down here with everything else, even though my personality is very much a social butterfly kind of personality. And when we have things that happen within our space, you tend to want to kind of go someplace else. So let's talk about a trauma. Let's say you have a trauma in your life. So for me, it was the loss of my son. So there's Bim. I was trying to get you on here, girl. So the loss of my son. Okay, that's a trauma. That's a big trauma. That's a trauma that's going to take years upon years, if not the rest of my lifetime, to be able to really find a groove with that energy. And that may sound like a weird way to describe it, but it's the best way I can describe it, because right now it's okay to not be okay. We have no timeline on grief. We have no timeline on how we perceive situations, how we perceive forgiveness, any of that. We are just working in that space of trying to cope, right? And one of the gifts that allows me to look like in front of everyone, like, oh, she's got it together. How is she doing this? I get asked that a lot, Christine. How are you doing this, Tara? Like I have so much, admiration for you, and I love all the nice. You're so strong. I love, when you guys lift me up and remind me that I'm doing the work. But I had to sit back the other day and take a really, really good look at what was going on in my life. Who was in my life that was treating me well, who in my life was not treating me well, and I was surprised at some of the things I found out. And why was I allowing the energy to kind of become bigger than it needed to be? And I'm talking about the negative energies, you guys. I'm talking about the human emotions and the when you talk about emotions, it's one of those things. You're like happy, joy, balance, harmony, peace, and then there is always the sadness, bitterness, anger, anxiety, stress, etc., etc. Well, what we should strive for as spirits having a human experience, and remembering that the human experience is of the utmost importance, more important, babies, than the spiritual experience. You came here with purpose to be human. The spirit stuff is the icing on the cake for you. Okay, can I just remind you of all of that? It is the icing on the cake for you. So when we're talking about human emotions and we're talking about sitting in our power to me, and it might mean something different to Christine, and it might mean something different to Lindsay or to Cindy or to anyone, but sitting in your power really means that you are sitting in a place of empowered energy. You are saying, I have some control over my situation, over how I handle something, because we can't control what other people do, right? We sometimes we like to think we can. Sometimes we like to put on that persona that, oh, I'm in control of you and you and you, and when in fact we're not. Not even if it was your boss, not even if it was you and your children. Do you understand? Or your parents. We aren't in control of what they do, but we can be in control of how we perceive what's done to us or being done around us. How we take in that information, how we handle those situations. That is our personal responsibility. So when we talk about the emotions, and we sit there and I know that there's lots of people that love meditation. I know I'm not one of those people that loves meditation. I can give a good meditation. Yes, I can. But I don't love sitting in them for any like serious length of time. So when we talk about sitting in that power, when we talk about the emotions, I keep going back to the emotions and getting sidetracked. It's like a squirrel moment, right? Tara should have grounded more. Um, we talk about how we want to balance the emotions. So we have to validate. And I love talking about this, Christine. I really do, because it always comes down to the power of three: body, mind, and spirit. Always comes down to that. You have to be able to blend the physical and the mental with the spiritual. For you to be able to sit in that good high vibration, you absolutely need to be able to do the other two. Hence, the spiritual is not as important, no matter what anyone says to you. I mean, you have your own belief structures, baby, but no matter what anyone says to you, if you're not having the human experience, you're doing it all wrong. You're doing it all wrong, because you're going to come back and have to do these experiences over and over. The real idea for ascension comes from you being able to get to that spiritual place. But I digress. Let's go back to the emotions, babies. So, the emotions, we want to be able to balance them, right? We want to be able to say, okay, I feel really shitty right now. You know what happened to me today, Christine? And you guys will understand where I'm going with this, is that I had to go to Costco. Now, if you know me, you know my son worked at Costco. Okay, for his first big job, it was the most true. He worked at 4 in the morning. So here's Mama Bear up every night, sleeping on the couch with my alarm at 3 o'clock, so I could wake up to make sure Ryan and I could fight, so I could wake him up so he could go to work. I'm pretty sure I have forever back problems now from that, but I would do that. I would do that. So today, for the first time in a long time, now I've been to Costco since he's passed away, but today I went by myself, and I went in there for something for my daughter, for Alana Boo. And I went in there and I could feel the trepidation as I started to walk through all, even now I can feel I'm going to get teary eyed, but I could feel the trepidation as I started to walk through the aisles. And I was like, uh oh. And I kept thinking, okay, no, I'm good. I'm fine. I'm here with specific things Ryan would never have wanted, like yogurt and granola, right? So things that that were absolutely not in his place. But then I found myself going past the candy aisle, and there was the high chews, and Ryan loved high chews. And so I had to really gather my strength back, right? I had to really, because I was sad. So what I did is I did something, I assessed what was happening to me. I recognized what was happening to me. Okay. I recognized the emotions I was moving into. And I had to make a decision, Christine. I had to make a decision, guys. And the decision was, do I step into this and just fall apart? Because that's where we were heading. With my little cart, right, and my Starbucks, I was heading towards a bit of a disaster zone. Or do I assess and validate what I'm feeling and just be like, it's okay, Tara. It's just Costco. And you're okay. And, think about how much he loved the high chews. Think about how much he hated getting up at 4 a.m, but he would not leave that job. That's a story for another time. Maybe I'll do a TikTok story on Ryan and his insistence he had to work at 4 a.m. I hope you're listening, because seriously. Um, and I validated it. I said, it's okay. You get to feel this. You get to feel these emotions. But now you need to shift it. Yet you don't want to, Tara. No matter how much you like attention, you don't want to be doing this in Costco by yourself. And I knew that. I absolutely knew that. So what did I do? Is I shifted and adjusted. I took the sadness and I reminded myself how much he did love high chews, right? And then I started to think about something else, not about Ryan. I took myself out of that space. Maybe at some point I'd be able to think of more happy things about Ryan. Hey everyone, thank you for joining. And maybe I would, but it wasn't today. Instead, I started thinking about what was my next step. Like, what was I doing after this? Where was I going after I finished Costco? Did I get everything on the list? Oh, let me go look at Noella's list. Let me look at Alana's list. Let me look at my list. And I busied myself so I could work my way through that emotion. I finished shopping, got out of there, and didn't think about it again until I got home. And I was like, oh, yeah, Costco's not my favorite place. Costco's not my favorite. It's not most people's favorite place, let me tell you. But it is a place that I have to work really hard to be through. But it did give me the sense that I could be in my power if I had to go there, that I knew I had the tools. Spirit, amen, hallelujah, whatever, gave me the strength to be able to go through. I know it. So I had to assess, I had to validate, I had to shift and adjust, and then I had to let it go. I had to let it go. It wasn't the right place. It wasn't the right time. And if it was, I would have done it. I would have cried. I would have had a moment. I would have, I don't know, run to the bathroom. I don't know if it had been the right time. But I had the tools to take myself out of the place. That's what sitting in your power is. That's where the strength is. I took control of my emotions, right? I took control of my physical energy. I worked through it and ended up being in connection with spirit and being able to move out of that space. So really learning how to connect to your body, mind, spirit is something that spiritual people, I should be careful how I say this, not spiritual people. It's more along the lines, did she, Lindsay? Oh my goodness. It's not spiritual people. It is the idea of spiritualism. It's the idea, actually, maybe it's not even the idea, Christine, of spiritualism. It is the idea of wanting to work with spirit. I want to be a medium. I want to be a healer. I want to do this because I like what Tara does, or I like what Christine does, or Nancy does, or Lizina does, or, Tina does. I like that. Maybe I should throw some men in there, but Darren does. Harbinder does. Sean does. I like that and I want to do that. There is a lot of work that actually has to go in to being able to do this work authentically, to be able to connect to spirit. We're all psychics, we're all mediums. You guys have heard me talk about this, right? We are all psychics, we're all mediums, and we're all able to do the work, but you have to be able to come at it from a place of serenity. And what I mean by that is we are never finished working on ourselves. We just aren't. There is always something, always something. And one of the greatest gifts Spirit gave me was the idea that I am enough even when I'm not enough. That I am enough even when I'm not enough. When there has to be change, when there has to be growth, where there has to be movement forward. And so when you're sitting there and you're looking at the things that are going on around you and you're thinking, oh, I want to be a medium, I want to be a psychic, know that to really be able to do that work, you've got to step into your power. You've got to learn what it is to be spirit. You've got to be able to be like, you know what? This isn't about me. This isn't about what I want or what I need. This is about being of service, right? This is about coming together from a place of love, unconditional love, but also authenticity. Say it with me. Authenticity. If you are playing a game in this work, you're never going to prosper in it. You're never going to truly be able to help people the way you are meant to. And you will help people no matter what. There's always going to be a little bit of help, right? But stepping into your power and being in that space is what creates the most monumental experience, not only for the person you're working with in whatever capacity, energy practitioner, medium, intuitive reader, oracles, whatever, divine rods, whatever. It will be for yourself. Hey everyone, welcome, welcome. Hey everyone else. Or hey everyone else. Hey everyone else. It will be so powerful for yourself as well. And when you give a healing or do energy work, you receive something back. When you do mediumship, you are receiving something back. There's always an exchange, and it doesn't always have to be about money, baby. A little bit sometimes, because some of us do this full time. But it doesn't have to be about the money. The exchange is in the energy, the gratitude, the giving, the receiving. That's where it is. So when you learn how to sit in your power, when you learn how to do the work on yourself first, that's when you slay, babies. That's when you're at the front and you're like, I am the winner. And I mean, Christine, I know that you are on a journey. I know that you've been working on, and here's the thing, friends, you can still be working on yourself while you're working with someone else. We don't stop developing and growing. You may stop taking, development classes, but your own personal energy, because I'm jaded, baby. I can't take any more of those. I am like, okay, I do it my way. This is my way, and I'm good with that. But I really, really want to stress how important it is to know that you have the personal responsibility, but better yet, the free will choice to take care of yourself, body, mind, and spirit will come naturally. It will come down the pipeline and just be like, okay, you've done the work. I see it. Let me give you a little something more. And you'll feel your vibration rise. You'll feel that ascension. If you guys ever watched the Spirit Essence show on my YouTube, I hasn't dropped yet. It probably won't drop till late May, June now. But I just did a conversation with Francis and a lovely woman named Lisa Graham about ascension and how powerful ascension is and what does it actually mean. And we were talking more in terms of the earth energy and the collective energy, but think about how powerful you are within yourself. Think about all the beautiful things that you do, whether you were practicing medium or not, whether you're just a spiritual being, just sitting in all the beautifulness of it all. There's always going to be moments where we are stuck. There are always going to be moments when we hurt, when we're angry, when we're in pain. Always. People are always going to do something to us in some capacity, little or small. It might be leaving the dish on the counter. It might be, road rage. It might be someone talking behind your back. Whatever it is, we have the ability to either be defined by that and sit in it and be angry and be bitter and be like, nah. Or we can take a moment and be angry and bitter and then shift it and be like, yeah, okay, I've had my moment. I had my moment, I felt my negative thoughts. So can we talk for just a second though about that? About people squashing their negative thoughts, about people being like using spirituality as like some weird tool to like be fluffy. And if you think for 1 minute that you can't have a bad thought because you're spiritual, you're negating the human experience. Just a reminder, babies, you're negating the human experience. In fact, you are literally saying, I don't want to do the work. I'm just going to be defined by this. Instead of recognizing everything is yours. It's your personal response. It is not up to spirit to change your mind. Spirit will give you the same message over and over and over again until you find a different way to do the work. You find a different way to perceive what's happening in your life. There is not one person who doesn't have something heavy on them. A loss, an illness, circumstance. I couldn't think of anything else right now, Christine. But there's not one person that isn't carrying some kind of weight. And we can't judge someone's weight because we all do it differently. But we can always trust ourselves to make a decision to move in a positive way forward. And if you don't trust yourself to do that, then it's a little step backwards to realign, reconnect, and to learn how to sit in that power. But perception is everything, you guys. Before I bring this to a close, perception is absolutely everything. Okay? It's absolutely everything. Hi, friends. I'm seeing all sorts of new people on here. Hi, Ramona. Hello, Rachel. I see the phoenix, yeah, rising up, right? Rising up. That is a beautiful way to do it. But you got to do it. So let's move into a meditation, guys. I'm going to do a short and sweet one because I want it to be powerful and purposeful, right? Well, words I love: passion, purpose, empowerment. Say it with me: passion, purpose, empowerment. Passion, purpose, empowerment. You are passionate, you have purpose, therefore you're empowered. Period. Hard stop. Okay? Okay. So let's take a moment and take a deep breath in and release. Let your shoulders drop. Feel yourself relax. Breath in and release. Now I want you to just simply let yourself go and listen to the words. Everything about you is beautiful. Everything about you is powerful. Everything about you is yours. Your perception, your strength, how you move fluently with your energy is up to you. So let yourself go right now. Feel your body as light as a feather and just let it float in your energy. Like a beautiful white light surrounding you above, below, and within. And this beautiful light is soothing, healing. It is powerful. Let it fill you from the crown to the root. With everything you need at this time. Think for just a moment, what do I need? What does Ramona need? What does Lindsay need? What does Bim need? What does Rachel need? What does Lori need? What does Denise, Christine, Monica, what do they need? Just sit for a moment, allowing that beautiful white light to transform within you what you need. Now take a breath in, anchor, and release. Now I want you to gather all that beautiful white light around you and bring it to heart center, allowing that white light to move within you, to blend and meld with the white light that's already in there doing its work. And know that you are worthy of having everything that you need. Thank yourself for all that you do. We thank Spirit for all that they give. And know that you are empowered. Breathe in and release. And come back to the space when you're ready.
That is so beautiful.
Whew! I got a little teary-eyed and all of that. Oh my goodness.
It's like so powerful. I can feel it.
I feel like I got hives from it and everything. Okay. I love how Spirit works with that. You guys are very welcome. Thank you so much for the kind words in there. Hi, Shannon. So let's do the next part. We've worked on ourselves. We just did this beautiful meditation. We're full of love. We're full of light. Let's give a little back out to the universe. So why don't we all just take a moment and just write down a few names that we would like to send healing out to. Include yourself in that, and we'll go ahead and see what we can do for that. I always like to put in the names of my family that are working through the whole situation. And why can I not do this? I don't know why I feel like I can't suddenly type anymore. Okay, who am I missing? Okay, good enough. Okay, let's see who's going on here. Thanks, Ramona. I see Michelle, Bam Bam, and Bim. Oh, I didn't put myself in. I think I could use some healing. It's been a week. There we go. And it's only Tuesday. So I'm talking about from last week over to this week. There we go. And me. So put your names in there. Let's get them in there. Let's keep going. As you're putting names in, I'm going to talk a little bit here. I see Rachel reminded myself to center myself. Absolutely. Right? Always, center. That's why I always teach when I mentor people about the chakra systems. You have to learn the chakra systems. Now, whether you leave my mentorship and you use them or not, that's up to you. But it is a foundation right? The chakras are probably the most solid foundation that you can add to your spiritual work or your spiritual journey as a everyday individual, is to know those and learn how to ground yourself. Like, learn how to ground yourself. Learn how, you don't, excuse me, healers, you all going to be coming at me. But if you can learn how to do this yourself, then you can like center yourself when you feel like you're off, right? That's the greatest tool. That is the greatest tool. Absolutely, bar none. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. I feel like I'm going to say your name not wrong, Fresna. So if I do, my heart to yours, girlfriend. Um, I am sorry. So let's go up here and see who's here. Oh, look at all the nice messages. Woohoo. Okay, we're going to go with Michelle, Bam Bam, and Bim. Okay, we're going to send healing energies out, and I'll do a prayer in a moment. We're going to send healing energies out to Alana, Noella, Mel, Anthony, Marcel, Elias, Mike, Ken, Paula, Sherry, Kiara, Isa. We're going to send messages out to the, I'm going to say this wrong too, and I should know how to say this, Statlium. I don't know how I got Statlium out of that, but I'm going to say that. Runners, Linda's family, friends, grandkids, co-workers, husband. Rachel, me. Continuous prayers for Doreen, Rose, Mama Sue, and their family as they navigate through a member with ovarian cancer. Aw, hands up. Allison, Mom, Pat, Tyler, Kate, Keaton, Kim. I'm going to put Kim in there. Nicole, Abby, Denise, and Nicole and Abby. So we're doubling up on Nicole and Abby. Lindsay, everyone in the space right now, everyone affected at the festival on Saturday, all humans. Oh, yes. And Lindsay, absolutely. We'll do a prayer out to those as well. Denise, Greg, Deanne, Samantha, and Luke. I did say Kim. See, Kim, I did add you before. I knew you were coming back, girlfriend. Tara and your whole family and fur babies. Thank you, Lindsay. Teresa, Albert, Jaylene, Lila, Lilia. Oh my God, I'm terrible with names. Reggie, Reg, Kathleen, Michelle, Dylan, Margaret, Michael, Benny, Justin, Harriet, Brenda, and Jessica, Hilton, Eugene, Bernice, Michael, Orlando, Anne, Ramona, Kimberly. Whoops, I went super fast there. Sending great love, positive thoughts, and prayers for healing, strength, comfort, and love to all. I love that. Trish, I got it right. I get, yes. And Denise is sending thanks to everyone too. So let's just take a moment and just send that energy out. Just envision it going out, straight out from you. Mother, Father, God, Infinite Spirit, all that is, the elders and the ancestors that work with us, our guides and helpers. Tonight, we send healing out as the conduit for spirit to all in need, to all that are feeling the loss of someone or something, that are feeling their pain and aches, that are feeling confused and lost. We are sending love and light to all, whether they are seeking it or not, because everyone can use a little helping hand. I like to send a special prayer of love and light, holding sacred space for the families, the community, Vancouver as a whole, the Filipino community that are grieving the mass tragedies. But I'm also going to send out something unconventional. I'm going to send healing and compassion to the gentleman in the car and his family. Let there be grace. Let there be peace. And let there be forgiveness when it is time. Breathe in and breathe out. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is. I want to say something, and I feel like it's really powerful. And I feel there would be a lot of people that, if I was to put this out in social media, and I'm gonna, because this goes out in social media, that would come at me for this. But I saw something in that individual that was driving that SUV when he was standing with those police officers. Something that affected me in a way I can't explain. And I felt like he looked so bewildered, so not there, as though he was not, and not in a, yeah, let's just leave it like that. I felt like there was something amiss in his space. So I just feel that. And I don't know how to explain it, but he looked like a lost child to me. When he was standing there, he looking around, and I just feel like we needed to just band together as the people that we are, the healers we are, the light workers that we are, and just have a little bit of grace for the whole situation. And I will leave it at that. This is the part of the evening where Christine and I will spend a few minutes of time. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. I appreciate the support in my words. This is where we spend a little bit of time seeing who needs to hear something from Spirit. Christine, are you doing crystals and cards? She's saying
Yes,
yes.
yes.
Okay.
Yes,
I
yes.
think I'll pull some cards tonight as well. So if you would like that, a card or a message or anything, or you have a question, right? We are open to answering people's questions. We're going to go for about 15 minutes here. Is that okay with you, Christine?
Yes, yes, certainly.
Okay, it's been a long day, so I think that would
Yes.
be nice for everyone. Look at all the people, Christine. Look at this.
I know, I saw.
I agree. I saw it too. I agree.
Yeah.
I thought the same thing. Didn't
Mm-hmm.
intend to do, I said a prayer of grace and compassion for him when this is what, to me, this makes me teary eyed. This makes me feel like the work that we do, how we come together as a spiritual community is so empowering. People do things. I'm not here to judge them. I may not like what they do, but I'm not here to judge them. Period. Hard stop. Okay, let's see who's down here. If you babies want to hear from us, you gotta let us know. Okay, so we've got Linda. She's looking for something. She said, please. So, I don't know. Do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first, Christine?
I saw Allison
Oh, okay. Do you
wants
want
a
to go with Allison
message.
first? Then
Yeah,
I'll do Linda after.
she asked me a message. She
Oh,
wants
okay.
a
Oh,
message
there we
from
go.
me.
A message from Christine, please. There we go. I didn't even see that.
Okay, so Allison, I'm going to use the crystals, some popular crystals. Ooh, okay. I got this labradorite. Shiny. Sure
Very
you can see
pretty.
the shine. So when I'm connecting with you with the labradorite, it's about how you are now seeing your own energy. Because labradorite, one of the property is to protect you from your energy leakage. And the message I got, the spirit is like, now you are aware of your own, where your energy is spending. And they are celebrating for you that with your transformation. They call the stone also for transformation because you are seeing the light within yourself. As a labradorite, when you see the stone, it's just a gray stone. But when you see the light within it, it's just like with all this light coming from it in different spectrum, and you are shining right now. So the message of spirit is that continue what you're doing and continue to shine brighter and brighter. No matter how others sees you, That's their perspective, that's their, judgment. But we don't judge people's judgment. We just sit in our power, as Tara say. So be in your power, shine your light, and shine who you are. May I leave that with you, Allison? I think you will say yes.
I love that. I love that.
Thank you.
Yes, I love that. Okay, this was for Linda. Linda, I pulled the card for you, and it's sanctuary. This is where your home is, where the heart is, baby. So, Linda, home is really important for you. The people in your family are really important to you right now. Do you understand? There is a whole energy going on where you are needing to pay attention to what's going on in that sacred space. So, I don't feel anything necessarily negative when I'm connecting with this. I'm just feeling like, for whatever reason, right now, it would be really powerful for you to just stay closer to home, be around people. Someone might need a hug, might need a pat on the back, a reminder of how empowering they are. And you are the one to give that to them. In the card itself is the big bear, and I'll just show it one more time. There's a rabbit and a fox too, but the bear is what calls me, and this is about protection and power. So I feel like you are a protector, and the home right now is exactly where your heart should be. So I'm going to leave that with you, Linda. Okay.
Okay, Linda.
Oh
I
my
see
goodness.
Cindy. Cindy Pete?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, so since I talk about connecting to soul, I am going to give you a card, which is from my called Soulful Guidance deck. Message from your soul. Gratitude, blessings. So Spirit wants to now, from the message from your soul, is what we call the looking towards the light, not looking back at what we call the shadow side. As we like driving a car, we do check, but we don't keep on checking because you are going to get into trouble. So same as the message, you have to look forward, not you have to check at the back because you learn some, now I call exercise instead of lessons because I feel that is a more positive word. So what you learn from the past, but not keep on looking back because you keep on repeating and repeating and repeating. You don't want to repeat it. You want to move on and have that gratitude that you have spirit around you. You have your belief, the source or creator that is with you, that is guiding you. Because we always say we are spirit having human experiences, and this experience is, we have to learn it, let the universe know, acknowledge it, yes, I learned it, and let the universe know so it won't be repeating, giving you the same exercise. So being aware of that, and then let the universe know, yes, I learned it, thank you. No matter how hard, how traumatized it is, let the universe know, yes, I got it. And then move on, and then they will give you more and more, all you need. That is for your highest and best. And I'll leave that with you. Thank you.
Beautiful. Hello, everyone. We're seeing you. We'll get to as many as we can. Kaylee, I'm going to come to you. Hello, sweetheart. Welcome to our space. I see you, Cheryl. I see Lindsay. I see Trish would like something. Natalia, Teresa. So there's quite a few of you. So please feel free to put it down. Hello, Robert. Please feel feel anything you'd like. But if you'd like to have a message from us, put it down in below. Okay, this one is for Kaylee, girlfriend. What do you have going on right now? Woo! There's the Phoenix again. It came up already in
Wow.
tonight's conversation. So, Phoenix transmutation. This is where we shift and adjust, baby. Kaylee, look at what you want more of, and that for yourself, and then move into that energy. This is like, don't hold back anymore. You're rising from the flames. So Phoenix always means fire, endings and beginnings, right? And so to have a new beginning, something has to come to an end. So fire takes away life and gives life. Does that make sense? So they are saying to you, end something that is not working for you. And if you're like, oh my God, I have no idea what Tara is talking about, holy crap, then sit down with it, think about it. What is going on around you, and what is needing to be cut loose, right? It's the release and manifestation kind of thing, but it's endings and beginnings. Stop what's not working, like hard stop. You're safe to do it, or spirit wouldn't say anything. And rise up to the new energy, right? Move into that new beginnings, if you want to call it. It doesn't matter, boo. Just rise up into that energy. You're going to be powerful when you do that, because you're going to feel it with every ounce of your being, right? You're going to feel it. And then when you feel it, it'll become like a passion within you. And then you become purposeful in it. So I'm going to leave that with Kaylee. I hope that makes sense for you, sweetheart. Feel free to answer down below. And do you have another one, or did you want me to go?
I saw Teresa say card, please, so I'll use card.
I love that. Card, please, Teresa.
Okay.
And guys, I'm just looking down here at my phone to see if I'm missing anything.
Okay, wow. This one is called Navigating Love, Family, and Relationship.
Oh, okay, that's quite profound. That's like a long thing.
Yes. It's all about like connection, how we connect to all together. And it's by showing your love, your compassion to others. So family, very close to us. But still there'll be a boundary. I feel like the message like is saying, it keep on telling me the boundary. You have to set a boundary no matter how close those people around you are. I'm feeling that the pulling is like keep on giving, but you have to draw that the energy back to for yourself. So that you have the energy to create that that love. Because if you are drained, it's hard for you to have that passion, right? To build up that love, to set it back out to others. So this message from is about like the boundary, how you set the boundary, having your own space, taking care of yourself, so you are able to give even more. And I'll leave that with you.
Okay.
You have more?
I do. Actually, I have one for Jess, and I have one from Natalia. So I'm
Okay.
going to go to Jess first. So Jess, when I connect with you, Lovey, I feel like there's a really strong movement coming for you, like an upliftment. It's kind of like the Phoenix, but not quite. I'm going to pull a card for you in a second. I'm just going to give you what I feel from Spirit. Like you're going to be working with people that really have high integrity, and you already are. So there is this new energy coming up, and you're going to be encircled with people that just have good vibes. I also want to say to you, please, to be very, very strong in your commitment to what you're doing right now, whatever that can be. Jess, just be really strong in that commitment to it, because I feel like a leveling up is coming up, and I am not that person who tells everyone everyone is a psychic, everyone is a medium, not everyone is meant to do the work, so you don't have to go hone your skills on this. But Jess, I feel like you already do the work, so that's a beautiful thing. Now let's move into the next card here for you, please, and do this one really quick. You know, I love doing mediumship, but I love me a good card reading as well. So let's do this right now. Oh, see, I told you, baby. I told you. Moonlight Enchantment, Magic. This card is it. Jess, this card is it. Because full moon always means full circle. So you're coming full circle here right now. So all the training or whatever it is that you're doing, the lessons, the courses, that's all coming into play. You're starting to use it, and it's the magic of knowing that you are capable. It's the trusting of the process, baby. This is all that good energy for you, and I love that for you. So enchantment always means like you're spinning a spell, right? Like you are being like spoken to in a way that just makes you go like, okay, charm the pants. Oh, I was going to say charm the pants off me, but that's a whole different subject for another time. I'm just saying to you that you're being wooed by spirit. Spirit's like, hey girl, I see you. I'm coming down. We're going to work together, and it's going to be everything. So I love that for you. Full circle. You're coming full circle. Training yourself to be the highest and best individual you can in whatever capacity that looks like, whatever modality, if you're working in the spiritual, whatever that looks like, baby. That's what you're doing. Now I'm going to go to Natalia really quick. I do see other people still looking for messages, and we still have a few minutes. Actually, it's 8 o'clock, so I'm going to do Natalia. Would you like to pick one more after Christine, and then we'll call it a night? Okay, Natalia, this is for you, beautiful. This is the activation card. Okay, so this has been one of those nights where spirits listening, spirits listening, and actually saying, "I heard what you were talking about, Tara. Let's level everyone up." This is the activation card. This is, and spring is right now, and it says spring. Spirit Guardian of Spring. Sorry, I can't read backwards on the cards. And it's the activation card. This is a time, girl. This is the time. Move into your power. Change, change, change. But better yet, bring up this really strong energy of I know what I want. I know what I need. I am going to do it. I'm going to get it because it is for my highest and best. So activate whatever it is, gorgeous, that you feel you need to step into. Activate it and really, really, really sit with it. I am that person when I mentor someone, I'm like, no, 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 stop, stop. You got to go back a little bit, just a little bit. Oh, right? Because I want you to be the most powerful you can be in the energy that's being given to you. That's what I feel with you, Natalia. I feel like you must sit in the most powerful energy you can muster because spirit's feeding you, right? The universe is feeding you. Your guides are feeding you. What you do with that is up to you. Remember what I said, spirit cannot force you to improve yourself. Spirit cannot force you to be more, do more, etc., etc. They can give you the tools. What you do with it is up to you. If you don't know what the tools are, you can always reach out, and spirit will guide you to someone that can help you. But go get it, Natalia. Go get it, girl. Christine, you're on. I'm leaving that with Natalia.
I just want to. I'm not. You know, I don't. I originally was going to Natalia, so I pick a stone. But which she got the citrine, so totally just resonate. So work on the citrine. That's the solar plexus.
See, there you go. Trust, truth, conviction. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah. Sorry, Tara. I'm just like,
No.
oh, okay.
No. I'm sure Natalia's thrilled.
Yeah. So it's Jess. I think Jess Walton. Okay. And the card is about the alchemy of transformation.
Oh my God, Jess, just what I said to you.
Did you just
so the message
already?
I gave you for Natalia.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
That's okay. It was Jess, but look at what's happening here, guys. This is how spirit works. I just gave Jess an upliftment, kind of like get into your power, girl, and Christine just confirmed it.
Yeah.
Christine just confirmed it.
So transformation needs really work. Not just sitting there and wait for spirit to fall on your lap.
Yes, do not wait for spirit. It's not a nice thing when they fall on your lap.
it is like miracle. You think miracle will happen? No, you have to work on it to make the miracle happen. And same trust. I work on my trust very hard, and I know it, and I'm still working on it. But trust is very, very important. Trust that and see your work, see you're doing the work.
Yes.
Have gratitude for yourself, because when you have gratitude to yourself, universe knows it and give you more.
Yes. Yes.
Right? So yeah. And then just be open. Just let the energy open. There are times up and down, but stay on top of the water, even though it's up. Relax and come down, up and down. And
I
I'll
love
leave
that.
that with you. Thank you.
Okay, Lindsay, don't go anywhere. I'm just going to pull the last card here. This is hilarious. This is the Pegasus card. I'm telling you, Spirit sees everyone and what everyone's doing, and it's the Transcending card. This is exactly what I'm talking about. We are all in this stage, Lindsay, that we are all like supposed to be moving up, and some of us are and some of us aren't yet, but they are acknowledging you, and whatever work you're putting in is being done. So take it, own it, validate it, and embody it. Let it become a part of your daily existence, and then more will come, like Christine said, and more will come. But transcending means you're moving up. You are like, woo, moving up. That's what Spirit wants. That's what Spirit needs. Friends, I want to invite you to something. There is this new kind of vibe that's going to be happening in Empowering Intuitive Souls. That's our private Facebook group, and it's going to be called Power Up. And so every Wednesday at noon, unless something comes up, I'm going to be popping in there. I'm going to be taking you through a spiritual exercise, and then you will have an opportunity to work with me a little bit one-on-one if you'd like to. And we are going to set those boundaries, lift ourselves up to where we're supposed to be, do the work, body, mind, and spirit, and really start seeing results. The collective is counting on us as light workers, or even those individuals who aren't practicing metaphysical work as a business or anything like that. You still have the capability of helping the collective rise and lift up. So I hope to see you, not this Wednesday, but starting in May. Come and join us for Empowered. Come and check us out. It's not Empowered. Erase, erase, erase. Although Christine's doing Empowered in May. See, I was meant to say that. The third Wednesday of the month, 7 p.m. Empowered. It's $25 if you're not in the Patreon membership. She's doing it. What are you doing it on, Christine?
I'm doing all about crystals and chakras.
We never have anyone talk about crystals the way that they're supposed to be talked about. If you are interested in crystals, anything like that, it's going to be up on the website in the next few days. Come and check it out. It's well worth it. 60 minutes of Christine, $25.
Mm-hmm.
Let us work with me on Power Up. Come join me Wednesday in Empowering Intuitive Souls. I love you all. We're so grateful, and we're going to give your night back to you. Thank you, Christine.
Thank you, Tara. See you.
Bye, friends.
Bye.